We stole 90 tons of gold bars from a Spanish bank for easy transport. We melted the gold and poured it into water, turning it into gold granules of the same size. Then we collected the granules and poured them into the sewer. With that amount of gold granules, a blockage was inevitable, but we weren't worried. A few years ago, we visited Antarctica and stole a powerful oil pump in our own way. They say this pump has over 1 million horsepower. With its help, it took us only 90 minutes to pump out all 90 tons of gold granules and send them straight to the professor's base. The base was already ready. We were going to melt the granules back into ingots. The robbery was nearing its final stage. Everyone was working at full capacity, but the professor ran into trouble. He and Jessica found themselves locked in a building surrounded by police. To escape, the professor tied a rope to a battery, wrapped his hands in duct tape, and slowly climbed down step by step. After Jessica landed, they walked through the restaurant kitchen and went outside. They passed 2 Special Forces soldiers, but just as they were about to leave, they saw that the street ahead was blocked by a large number of police officers with no way out. They entered a residential building. Jessica picked the lock with her earring and they hid temporarily. Unexpectedly, the police stepped up their deployment and began searching the surrounding buildings apartment by apartment. Soon they determined the fugitives' whereabouts. Fortunately, the police did not break down the door. They called the owner for the key. During this time, the professor feverishly reworked the sofa. When the landlord opened the door, the professor and Jessica climbed inside the sofa and hid. The task force went up to the 3rd floor. One police officer lifted the sofa cushions. Both of their hearts began to beat faster. Fortunately, he only checked one cushion at first. After a thorough search, they found nothing. But as soon as they relaxed, Jessica's child started crying. That was bad. Just as the SWAT team was about to leave, they turned back. Fortunately, they noticed the kitten on the sofa, otherwise escape would have been impossible. So they temporarily slipped away from the chase, but it was not a long-term solution. The professor called the base, told them his location, and asked his comrades to send a garbage truck to rescue him. This old man was really brave. He even took a few people with him and set up a roadblock on the escape route.